What is up, y'all? This your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a brief recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 5, episode 7. Episode pretty much starts off with Quad talking to Symone on the phone. She's telling Symone she's sitting at the table, she's alone, and Gregory has walked out on her. Cause Quad, he had enough of yo shit. It is so funny, you guys, how he is just calling her out on it. I believe in their specific situation that there are a lot of things going on. I'm watching these reality shows and watching the shit unfold as we speak. The theme I get with Quad and Dr. G is he was the sole provider most of the time in the relationship, and he feels like she wants more out of him, but she doesn't even appreciate what he's doing. That's why he's acting out. He also has been wanting that baby. She ain't gave it to him, and a lot of people are saying, well, it doesn't matter if she ain't gave it to him. And it's just like, neither one of them have been compromising with each other. Now, don't get me wrong, he is an asshole for how he speaks to her, because he could refrain from cussing at her. I just feel like all the walking out is disrespectful. I know we joke and laugh about it, but it's just very disrespectful, and it's going to make things worse in his marriage to her. And right now, Quad is stuck between a rock and a hard place. She knows she needs to move on. She's not getting the love and the attention that she wants. He's very angry with her. And I feel like another layer of that is because Quad is fake to him. That's why he calling her ass out. Quad is fake to him. He feels like Quad then forgot where she came from, and she's acting like she don't need him, but then still saying she needs him. It's just weird, but I really get that from Dr. G, that Quad is changing and he doesn't like it. Now, it could be some control here too, because you, like I said, when you're with somebody and you're the woman and they have all the money, they are going to wish to control things. That's just going to be the nature of your relationship with them. So yes, I do, with him playing the money card, which he is wrong on, because I feel like if you really care about your wife, you wouldn't even be bringing money up. It wouldn't be an issue. You know, you guys are married, and it is the husband's responsibility, in my opinion, to provide. It's her responsibility to provide as well, but he is the man of the household. So it's just like, why you can't respect your woman and talk to her in the right way? And then, Quad, why can't you listen to some of the things that your husband needs? You know, they both need to compromise. And right now, you got two people being stubborn. Quad is pretty much at her breaking point, you guys. I see it. She is ready to go. I already heard in the blogs that there is a possibility she will be filing for divorce if she hasn't already, because, you know, she's separating herself from him because it's just too negative and toxic. These two are like another Tamar and Vince, where the dynamic is changing and there is a fight instead of a compromise. So that's what's going on with them. Next, we have Heavenly. She is seeing, what the fuck is that? Jewel Tanker. I used to love the Tanker show. What happened to them motherfucking tankers? What happened to them? I like them. I like Jewel. I thought she was a little phony at first, but she kind of grew on me. And I like the things that she tells Heavenly. Heavenly told her that Symone tried to bring back to the group the voodoo, and Jewel got really in her feelings, and I was a little offended by it, because I feel like I don't really care for a lot of people that they are Christian, but everything else is bad because it's not Christian-like. It seemed like when Heavenly mentioned voodoo, Jewel got very judgmental. Oh, well, no, you don't need those evil demonic spirits and this, and that is a thought. That is a thought. That is your opinion. Everything exists, you guys, for a reason. I don't know if you know that, but the same way there's Christianity, there's being a Muslim. there is being a Catholic, there is being a Jehovah's Witness. There's room for everybody. Everybody believes what they believe. And just because you disagree with something, now unless it's some shit that's really hurtful and hate, that's, unless it's an organization where it's really hurtful and being very hatred, having hate in their heart for you or anybody else, of course you could shoot it down. But this voodoo thing, it just really, I don't think Symone brought it back to the group in the wrong way. But, she should have considered, their particular religions. But I don't like how Heavenly and Jewel is trying to act like there's something wrong with it because it's not Christianity. And, I don't like that. I don't like Christians that are not open like that. I feel like when you're truly open, when you're really, truly living in a space of God and Jesus and, he's your savior and you love him, you wouldn't behave like that. You wouldn't try to throw something down or try to shoot it down because it's just another idea. It's an idea that's different from what you believe, but why you can't be open to it and understand that it has its place the same way Christianity has its place. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say on that. Jewel kind of turned me off with that, and Heavenly did too. But yeah, she was just kept telling her to take responsibility for her energy. Heavenly had told her she needs to apologize to Mariah's mom for all the negative things she said. I don't really understand, Heavenly, why you so impressed about apologizing to Lucy. You said what you said. You bitches are some apologizing ass bitches. Because why you all go apologize for stuff and then you're about to do it again? It was already proven at the end of this episode. Okay, so let's get off of them. Next, let's look at Symone and her sister. She's pretty much telling her sister how mean and nasty Cecil has been to her, and her sister is pretty much telling her, well, I find that hard to believe because we couldn't get you to come out the house if Cecil wasn't with you, She mentioned how Symone and Cecil were very close back in the day, and it's sad that it's not like that no more. But, Symone is just saying, he's just very mean to me, and he's angry, and her sister was pretty much telling her, like, well, that's his way of dealing with things. He's doing that because he's frustrated. And you just need to, in my words, pretty much I felt like she was saying, she was telling Symone to soften. And Symone, you do need to soften. Symone is very good at this, you guys. Symone is very good at saying what Cecil needs to do, but not focusing on herself. Then she'll say, well, I can't be the only one doing it, so I'm not doing it. You have to soften Symone as a wife. I'm not even a motherfucking wife, but I know that much. If you want your relationship to work, you're going to have to soften. You're going to have to soften and just, don't try to fight every battle. That's where Symone is losing with Cecil because she keeps trying to fight him. Like the shit with not telling him she was going out of town on a girls' trip. You know what I'm saying? She keeps trying to, I got my food and went into bed and went to sleep because when I was out here, you had the TV and a laptop on and you didn't even notice I was there. You make your man notice you was there. Go on and give him a kiss. Go on and rub on him. Be playful with your man. Why you sitting up here? Oh, I'm here. Acknowledge me. Tell me that I matter. Play with your man. Like, what the fuck is going on? So, yeah, she kind of irritated me with that. But the sister was letting her know, like, if he acts like that, then, you need to soften, come with a different approach. Focus on you. Don't focus on what he's doing, which is what the fuck I've been telling Symone all this time. You're just going to have to do that as a wife. Now, if you don't want to be a wife anymore, because some of the times, you guys, I don't know if y'all paying attention to the show like I am, it seems like they don't want to be wives. They get so independent and the independence goes to their heads and they forget that, their husbands have a say as well, i.e. Jackie. That happened in her situation. Yes, Curtis was wrong. I'm not defending that, but Jackie got full of herself and so independent, not listening to that man. He was telling you what was going to happen. It was like a story shit, So next we got motherfucking Mariah. She is planning out this Mother's Day situation for the ladies. Everybody's going to bring their mother. They're going to have dinner, drinks, and just mingle and have a good time. So that's pretty much what's going to be the event for this show. Next, we have Jackie and Cecil. They are talking. Jackie is telling Cecil that she is willing to listen to what Curtis has to say. And you could tell that Jackie definitely misses Curtis. Cecil was telling her he thinks that's a good idea, to hear him out. Then they started talking about Cecil and Symone, and Jackie's been telling Cecil that he needs to tell Symone that he loves her more. And Cecil said some shit that kind of annoyed me. He gonna say something. Well, I wasn't brought up like that. It doesn't fucking matter how you was brought up. I'm sick of motherfuckers using that shit as an excuse. It don't matter how you was brought up. It don't matter if you're not used to it or comfortable with it. You have to incorporate that into your being. If you're in a relationship, you can't say, oh, well, my mother didn't hug or kiss me a lot, so that's why I'm not gonna do it with you. It's just like that's why history repeats itself. Because nobody changes their motherfucking actions. So in life, you have to incorporate different ways of being if you want to see certain results. You can't just say, oh, well, I wasn't raised like that. Didn't nobody show me, And then he started telling her about how the son, I guess their youngest, is so affectionate and loving, and he should be more like him. So that's pretty much what happened with them. Next, you got Toya and Quad. Toya is caught up in the middle of Quad and Dr. G's bullshit. Dr. G calls Quad, and Quad wasn't even going to answer the phone. I don't blame her, because she already knew it was going to be some bullshit. And then Toya is pretty much telling Quad, well, you need to answer the phone. That is your husband. Quad, don't do that. Kind of telling her to be the bigger person, because in a way she's right. You can't avoid your husband all the time. You do need to talk to him. And Quad is another one that needs to soften. But it's going to be harder for her to soften because he's such an asshole. So, I don't know if Quad and Dr. G should be together, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if they should be together. They don't really seem like they fit. They just don't. It seemed like she has outgrown him. I see another Tamar and Vince. He was the man, had all the power, all the money and shit. And, she liked that shit. So, that's how I look at them. But, yeah, basically, Quad ends up answering the damn phone, and Dr. G, she's just telling Dr. G, oh, well, don't expect no dinner today, and I'm with Toya right now. Toya has said hi to him, and she was like, well, I'll get to the house soon, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll be there, and he was just like, well, I ain't expecting no damn dinner. I thought that was so funny because he already knew shit. That's a black woman. A black woman ain't happy shit. She ain't cooking no motherfucking dinner. You better figure out your own dinner plans. So, yeah, that's pretty much with that. And Toya was so hurt, she ended up crying like, oh, my God, I can't believe you two are talking to each other like this. I always thought they had their issues, but I thought they were minor issues, and I just cannot believe this. She really sees that Dr. G and Quad is in a messed up place. And then something happened where Quad ended up hanging up on Dr. G. Because Quad was like, yeah, you hear his ass? Oh, petty ass. You hear what the fuck he said? And Quad, you was wrong for that. You shouldn't have said that shit. It was funny as hell. Funny, but you shouldn't have said that in front of him. Because, of course, that's going to rile him up. You can't hit somebody and then say, why are you mad? Why you getting riled up? You could have kept that thought to yourself and said, honey, I'll see you when I get home. You could have just did that. But you was like, you let him hear you call him petty to Toya. You're gossiping. You're doing all of that in front of your husband. And then you not shocked, but you are victimizing yourself, saying, look at what he's going to do. He's just going to argue. And he probably is going to argue with you, but you didn't need to perpetuate the situation further by doing that, you know. So, yeah, she was being petty in that moment, and Toya is just still in awe, and then she ends up hanging up on him mid-sentence. I know that really pissed him off. Toya was like, oh my God, no, you didn't just hang up on your husband. And she just like, yes, I did. And then she had mentioned something about, and if he keep doing what he doing, I'm going to block him. And then Toya's like, no. But remember, Dr. G did say that Quad be blocking his ass. So I guess we could believe that. They're both being petty and childish. If you're not going to be together, if you go act like this, then maybe you shouldn't be together. You know, I get that marriages and relationships have tough times. But when you get into the point where y'all disrespecting each other like this, it's just bad, because she's not willing to soften and hear him. He's not willing to hear her. You know, there's no compromise. There's no togetherness. Quad just pretty much tells Toya, you know, she's not getting what she needs. She's sick of putting her happiness off. And she's letting her know that, you know, I need you to see this. We're going to look at a new place. And Toya is just like, is it for you and the family? No. That's what she said in the beginning. So it's just like, and it wasn't a new place. Shit, it was a new motherfucking car. What was it? Not a car, a truck. And it was expensive and shit. So they go and look at that, and she ends up getting it, and it's really expensive. Toya telling her, well, damn, girl, you should talk to your husband about this. And Quad was like, I got it. And, you know, she being all cocky and shit. I don't need to talk to him about nothing. This is my money. It's just like, Quad, you doing too much. You just trying to show out. And see, Quad is another one. She done got all independent. She don't need her man no more. She's treating him like an accessory in a sense. And he ain't making no better with his attitude. So, you know, it's just a situation, y'all, where they both wrong. Next, we got Dr. Heavenly and Alora and her son. Her son is back home from college. Then we got Toya and her mother. They are talking about Toya's dad. I realized Toya looks a lot like her dad more than her mother. Her mother is really pretty. She serves me Ella Joyce. Remember Ella Joyce from Rock? I really like her. Okay, so next they show... Y'all, I am literally rewinding this shit trying to figure out where we at. Okay, they show everybody getting ready for the Mother's Day brunch or whatever. Okay, so let's get to Heavenly was talking to her son. She wants him basically. It didn't even go back into that, but I'll just go back a little bit. She talks to her son about interning for her. She's letting him know, hey, you got the best of both worlds. Both your parents are pretty much dentists and a doctor. You know, you need to intern and use that, you know, use it as experience. And he was asking her, you know, about, do you see people in pain a lot? You pulling their teethuses out? And she was like, don't talk like that. I done paid too much for that private school for you to be talking like that. That smart ass Alora was in the background making her little jokes. And you could tell Heavenly wants to see her son more, but he's just like, no, I'm away from you and I don't want to be near you. You know, he's in that early 20s, don't want to be bothered with the family. And Heavenly go say something, well, that's because he around them girls and they giving him something I can't give him. And I know that's right, Heavenly. Your son is like, shit, I don't want to be around my crazy ass mammy. And you could tell both her kids know that she crazy. Okay, so let's get to the last part, which is icing on the cake, is that motherfucking Contessa. Don't you bring Miss Renee out to no more functions. That bitch don't know how to act. She don't know how to act. Let me just get to my main theme, you guys. It was, damn, Mariah almost tripped on her way out. She done told all these heifers to wear yellow. Her ass is in blue. Toya like, girl, why is you in blue? I wanted to wear blue. And Mariah telling me, well, it's my house. You can't do what I do. So, Whew, you guys. This episode was so fucking crazy. I'm looking at Contessa a certain way, you guys, because I look at this last part, which was really the biggest part to me, which is, Contessa, why you keep saying Miss Renee is like a mother figure to you, but it doesn't bother you the way she acts and shit? That doesn't bother you? You know, she called her a black doctor bitch. She told Heavenly and Jackie and them that, and they like, oh, wow. And Miss Renee was like, well, she ain't gonna disrespect me because she a doctor. Shit, I don't give a fuck what she is, you know. And I see what she's saying, but it was like, wasn't that type of party. This is like a lighthearted Mother's Day brunch, and you got this bitch, you know, just acting ratchet. She's the ghetto one. She doesn't fit in with anybody. It was good for TV because it was funny and everybody was all off guard. All the other mothers there, they looking at her. She's even sitting at a different table from them. So, Janice is back in the picture, y'all. Yes, Janice is at the Mother's Day brunch, too. I don't even know if it's a brunch, y'all, but that's what I would think it is. But, yeah, Janice is there. I was so happy to see her. But anyway, she's acting all ratchet, Miss Renee, and Contessa's trying to take up with her. You could tell she totally enables her because her mother isn't around, and, you know, she spoke about that and how Miss Renee is like her mother, and she gonna try to say some stupid shit, like, she gonna try to tell the girls, well, she's really good with my kids, you know, she real good with them, it's just with adults, I notice she acts a little different. Bitch, a little different? She's ratchet. Crazy as hell. So, anyway, she basically was trying to say that everybody is like that. You know, I don't feel like I act like that with adults. Miss Renee is a little off. To the point of she would be annoying for me to be around, but Contessa, if that's your girl, you know, that's your girl. But I couldn't be around Miss Renee. Okay, next we got Mariah, her fake ass. Mariah. I tried to give you another chance, bitch, and once again, you motherfucking disappointed me with your shady ass. She starts doing these awards. And she gives one lady an award. I don't know who the fuck she was. And then she gives Toya an award. You know, you're a stay-at-home mom, and that's a hard job. And, you know, gives her award. You never talked about my mother. And then it, you know, Heavenly starts thinking about, damn, is that shade at me? Because I'm the one that talked about your mother. I apologize to your ass. You know, they played a little flashback. And I'm just like, Mariah, why did you even need to say that with your messy ass? You are messy boots. I tried to give you, I didn't give you a full chance. Try to give your ass a little semi-chance. And you fucked it up. You's a fake ass bitch just like I thought. You a fake ass victim ass having ass bitch. That's what you are. You look pretty in your dress though. I give you that. That mother of yours, she is a mess. That bitch is a mess. She really is. And that's why Mariah is fucked up like that. Apple don't fall too far from the tree. That bitch is shady too. Because next, Heavenly, wanted to apologize to her mother. So she heads over to her to give her sincerest of apologies. And Miss Lucy looked at her like, bitch, well, you feel sorry, but I can't forgive you now, and I can't do this. And this is my thing. I'm not with all this motherfucking apologizing. I'm more like a Nene. I said what I said. No. You know, I'm not with all this apologizing just to fall back out, just to apologize, just to fall the fuck back out, just to like, that's what they do on here. I'm not here for it. Throw you a little shade. You said what you said. I'm not apologizing to this bitch. Miss Lucy is a fake ass bitch because I feel like you could have accepted her motherfucking apology. You talking about you can't do it right now. Your daughter has said all type of shit about them. All type of shit. And y'all don't think that they had to forgive her ass? You know, so. And they show Miss Renee's ratchet ass again, y'all. And. Oh, Lord. That lady is motherfucking crazy. Okay, so the last little scene is Mariah giving them butterflies to release, let go of any pain, forgive, just letting the butterflies go out into the universe. And then the motherfucker ends on, she ends up stepping on a butterfly. Like, all the things, butterflies represents change, endurance, life, and she didn't step. That's what Jackie said. She done stepped on a motherfucking butterfly, and she did, because she's that bitch. Mariah is that bitch, stepping on motherfucking the promise of hope. She'll step on it. Next week we got Curtis is in the motherfucking building. We get to hear from Curtis' ass. So, y'all, that was Married to Medicine. These motherfuckers, Quad and Dr. G, you motherfuckers need counseling immediately. Cecil and Symone, y'all need to get it too. Or I don't see y'all making it. But you know what? Y'all like to talk shit about Heavenly, but Heavenly and her marriage, her shit is together. So y'all need to take her advice and stop clowning her. Alright, y'all, that's pretty much what I have to say. It's your girl, Brand New. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out later.